welcome back to my channel. My name is Emily and I hope you all are doing awesome. So today I've got another video in my Pride Month series talking about LGBTQIA+ identities. We're going to continue talking about gender identities. If you'd like to learn more about the difference between sex and gender and what gender identity is, check out my videos on being transgender, intersex, or bisexual. To review though, sex uses physical and biological characteristics to classify someone as either male or female. But gender is a socially created construct that describes the roles and expectations a person is supposed to fulfill based on their gender identity. A person's gender identity is their internal knowledge of what their gender is, or their own sense of what their gender is. Gender expression refers to the ways we outwardly express our gender or signal to others what our gender is using things like clothes, haircut, mannerisms, tone of voice, body characteristics, and behavior. Gender is more than just the binary of male and female. It can be helpful to think of gender as being on a spectrum with male at one end and female at the other, and a whole range of identities in between. Some people find that their gender shifts along this spectrum over time. This is known as gender fluidity, and it's what we're going to be discussing today. You could say that gender fluid people don't have a gender that's set in stone. Their sense of gender shifts and changes. For example, one day they may feel more like a man, the next day they may feel agender. Gender fluid describes a person whose gender varies over time. Their gender changes over the course of the day, over the span of a week or a few weeks, or over a longer period of time. At times, a gender fluid person may identify as male, female, agender, neither male nor female, or a combination of genders. Gender fluid people may use the same pronouns all the time, or they may use different pronouns depending on what their gender is that day. If their pronouns vary with their gender, it's okay and important to politely ask a person what pronouns they're using that day. Some gender fluid people choose to use bracelets or other systems to signify what gender they currently embody to their loved ones. Gender fluid people can be of any sexual orientation. If they have a preference for either males or females, they may choose to use the terms androsexual or gynosexual that we discussed in my Day 7 video, because these terms denote a preference for masculine or feminine people without saying anything about the gender of the person having that preference. Some gender fluid people may also identify as transgender, bigender, trigender, or non-binary. They may experience gender dysphoria and/or choose to transition, or they may not. Some gender fluid people may choose to present as androgynous, meaning with a style that is somewhere in between being masculine or feminine, or they may dress according to what their gender is at the time, or they may just simply dress however they want and feels best fits them. People whose gender falls outside of the binary don't have to look a certain way, and they certainly don't have to look androgynous. Gender fluid simply describes a person whose gender varies with time. Their gender is flexible, and they aren't committed to one particular gender identity. As always, be sure to respect people's pronouns and identities. People deserve dignity, respect, and kindness no matter what their gender identity is. We're all still human. I hope that this video was helpful in defining what it means to be gender fluid. Check out the description box down below for my sources if you're interested in learning more. You'll also find resources for finding LGBT+ affirmative therapists and for crisis and suicide hotlines. If you're considering suicide, please do call a crisis or suicide hotline or call 911. You are worth it and suicide is never the answer. I hope that you all are doing great and you have a great day. Thank you for watching this video and I can't wait to see you in the next one. Bye-bye.